So the first thing you need to do is download the Excel template that you'll be using to send us transactions, and you can get this file at achpayments.com/RCU file. Once you're here, you're going to click on the download link. Depending on your operating system, you may be asked to run or save this. You need to save it and then to a location that you'll remember. I'm using Chrome, so it just downloads here. And then I'm just going to click on this. It'll open up. And depending on your settings in Excel, you may have to enable editing and you may have to enable macros. And if you're having security warnings, you would change your security settings in Excel. So I'll click on Enable Content. You'll see that the information we got to fill in is all here. The merchant ID goes in this first box. You don't overwrite the yellow. Just type it here. The user ID, and your merchant ID is 6 digits. Your user ID is 5 digits. And that's called your transmitter ID as well. And in debits or credits, if you're pushing money out to people, then you're going to put a C here. And if you're taking, for instance, donations from someone, then you would put a D. So C for credits, D for debits. The business name you'll overtype here, and this will appear on your employee or your customer's bank account. Here we just have the name, and we're going to put, we have to have 2 records in the file, and you can copy paste from an existing file if you have that. Routing number's got to be 9 digits, so, and here we have the same thing. Account number can be any number of digits. The account type you do not need to fill in. The vast majority of all your accounts will be checking accounts, and that's the default. The description will appear on their statement, so if you're crediting someone, you're giving them money, you might want to put credit here. That will show up on their bank statement. And I'll put the same thing here. Amount's clear. That's what you're giving them or what you're debiting. The settlement date, you can put today's date. You don't have to put anything, but if I put the date, I would put something like this. And from here, the file's ready. So you could copy paste everything here and here, etc. And then once you're satisfied your file's good to go, we click on Output File for Forte. So what we do here when we click this is you're going to choose the directory, and we'd recommend that you create a folder that's specific for this. I'm just going to put mine in Documents. So in Documents, you click OK, or whatever folder you want this to be in. You click OK, and you'll see this message that the CSV file creation was successful. CSV just means comma separated values, and it's the format that we need to work with. So if you were to go to the directory you save this file in, and you were to pull down all file types when you look to find it, you will see this file. Now it's very important that you realize the naming of this file is always the same. It's always going to be C, A, the number 2, and then your user ID, 5 digits, and then UL. And that's just the name as we need it to upload. So you created this file, it's in where you specified, and you could find it if you search for all files with CA2. And so the file is now ready to be uploaded. The other things we want to do is save this template, and save it as something you would know, and you could even use a naming convention, like this is my RCU file, RCU maker, or whatever you want it to be, but you could be from 717. And now you'll just open this up anytime you want to run the next batch of files. So that's it. The next video will be the actual upload process.